Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Laugh Daily podcast. It's great to have you here again. Another week, another episode. We got a good one for you today. Right, Andrew?
We sure do. That was me clapping. That's like little claps.
If you're watching the video, we're in a brand new set. Another Minecraft one.
It's crazy. These Minecraft blocks, you can build whatever you want. It's almost like playing Minecraft in real life.
That's right. So if you're listening to this, we did a video where we bought all these Minecraft blocks, including wood blocks, or like they're pretty massive. They're 3 feet tall. And we bought like how many of them? Like 50 or something like that?
Yeah, maybe 60.
Yeah, that video didn't perform well, so we had to take it down. But we're going to upload it again to a different channel.
Maybe we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we have to talk about that. We got that.
Oh, man. Spilled on me.
ASMR. Okay, well, we have some questions to address. I'm sure you guys are wondering about a lot of things, but we have one question that we're going to examine and evaluate today and talk about. Andrew.
That is, why did we change the channel name, our main channel, from MoreJSTU to just JSTU? Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people asking us this, and it's also a Google search result. One of the top ones of like, what are people searching about JSTU? People want to know.
Which is interesting. And so we're here to get to the bottom of that. But let's take you back. We started YouTube with JSTU Studios. That was our first channel. We actually did have channels before that that we were uploading. Before JSTU Studios. Andrew and I both had individual channels. I'm not going to tell you what those are. So we started with JSTU Studios. Then we created MoreJSTU.
Why?
As a backup channel, because JSTU Studios, we were making pranks, having a good time, but we had all this other content we wanted to do. Well, at the time, we didn't actually want to make other content. We just had a bunch of extra footage that we wanted to upload. That's
what I was going to say. You got to keep going farther back, because MoreJSTU was literally just deleted scenes from JSTU Studios prank videos.
Which is interesting. Like, why did we do that? Why didn't we just make longer videos?
Because back then, back in the day, the meta was like, you got to make a 3-minute prank video. I remember sometimes we'd have a 4-minute video, and I'd be like, oh, man, I think this is too long.
I know, yeah.
4 minutes?
And now...
How is that too long?
We're like, nowadays, we can't make anything less than 15 minutes. But it was pranks. It's not like you can watch so many pranks. Well, unless you're in Practical Jokers.
Right. It's just more of like a show. Well, not a short. You just got to have a story, okay? If you're making YouTube videos, make a story.
Yeah, so that's the origin. So you can see in the names, JSTU Studios, MoreJSTU. We created it as just more content. We got more content for you. Go over to this channel if you want to see it. Yeah. And how long did we have that channel for until we changed it, the name, MoreJSTU?
Well, we just changed it.
Yeah, like...
Wait, was it this year? Or
yeah.
Oh, it was. It wasn't last year, right?
I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of this year.
Yeah, it definitely was. That's right, because it was for the... we'll get into the exact reason coming up in just a second.
Don't worry.
But we had... So, yeah, we probably had that for like 10 years.
Which is insane.
Maybe 9 years. Maybe 10.
And before we changed it, Andrew and I were like, should we change it? We're like, I don't know. We were kind of nervous, honestly.
Well, we had already talked about this years ago. So this has been a multi-year discussion. Should we change the channel? I don't know. I mean, things are going well. Why change it? Yeah, true. I don't know.
It's not even that big of a deal, though. Like you would have thought we would have changed our name to something much more drastic. We just deleted more, and it took us years to do that.
Yeah.
But why?
Well, like you're saying, we started MoreJSTU as this just extras. And then we transitioned into making vlogs, which is still, I guess you could consider it like extra content, just like more of the main thing. But after time, this more of the main thing became the main thing. So does it really make sense to have a channel that's more something else when it just is itself?
That's right. So we said, because even when we meet people in public, they're like, are you JSTU? I mean, they would say MoreJSTU. You MoreJSTU? A lot of people would say JSTU.
Yeah.
So that begs the question, do we need to change JSTU Studios to MoreJSTU now?
Guys, let us know in the comments.
That would be so weird. I bet that channel would just start getting a lot of more subscribers because people would think
that it was the old channel. Oh, this is the people that made the toilet paper forts. Wait, where did all those videos go? I don't know. I like the new stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, in the most simple terms, we wanted to just make it the main thing. JSTU, simple.
It is super simple, and I like it so much better. And it's a lot easier when you're collaborating with other creators or you're introducing your channel to like somebody or something. It's like JSTU. It's literally just 4 letters.
Yes.
It's easy to just say, and other people can introduce you. Oh, like if we were on, let's just say, for example, like a Joe Rogan podcast or something, or we're here with JSTU. Like that just sounds cleaner. Not we're here with the creators of MoreJSTU.
MoreJSTU, yeah. It's just way better. So that's why we changed it, and it's here to stay for good. And it looks better on merch, just JSTU. It looks better across the board everywhere. We're JSTU.
Yeah, but even to that point, because I don't think we've ever, well, maybe one sweater I think we had said MoreJSTU on it, but even before we changed the channel name, we were very intent with making merch that only said JSTU on it.
I was going to say, I don't remember ever making MoreJSTU merch.
No, because all the merch we've always like ever done, except for maybe 1 or 2 things, has always said JSTU. Like we've always like started going that direction. We just never actually made it official.
I think that's why maybe we were nervous too, because we were worried that people wouldn't know us or be like confused when they look in their sub box and just see JSTU. We didn't know if it would mess up the algorithm or if YouTube, I don't know. We were just kind of questioning things that we really probably didn't affect anything.
That was my biggest question was, oh, well, if we change our channel name and people are searching MoreJSTU a lot, are we still going to come up? What's going to happen? But at the end of the day, like search results are like a pretty low percentage, honestly, of like how people find our videos. So it really wasn't a big deal.
Took us long enough, but we're here to stay.
But that's why we had a plan of why we changed it, and it was for the Mr. Beast video, because we did something prior.
Forgot about that.
With the Dangerous Hotel video, which we changed our profile picture and killed a beloved member of the team. This sounds bad, but we did.
Marv?
Yes.
Do you guys remember the whole... Oh, you're hitting the tree there.
Whoa.
It's going to fall over. We had the donut mascot. And now you don't see a donut anywhere. It has disappeared, Marv.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to grow up. Right?
That's pretty much it. We just figured this donut logo, I don't know, it just attracts too many of the way younger crowd.
Yes.
And we're trying to like appeal to at least teenagers.
Yeah. Obviously, like we want to appeal to everybody.
Right.
But with the donut, if you were to show somebody our channel for the first time and the logo's a donut, I can guarantee you a college person's not going to be like, interesting. I want to check out this channel, this pink donut.
Right. But we had the thought that we're like, okay, this Dangerous Hotel video, we have a good feeling about it. It's probably going to get on trending. There's a good chance it could go viral. So with that in mind, if people see the video, they're going to see a channel icon of who this channel is. And we want that to be our faces, not a donut. So we changed our channel picture before we uploaded it, and then we uploaded it. And obviously that video did very well. And
I like it so much better. I mean, I don't know why we ever thought that the donut could be the face of who we are. We are the face of who we are.
What?
I mean, it makes sense for sports teams. You know, you got the Broncos, it's a horse.
Yeah, but that's because people are always coming in and out.
Well, and they're in and out, and there's so many people on the team.
Yeah.
Where, like, if it was John Elway's face still, people would be like,
he's the logo.
He's the logo. Then it's like, okay.
Oh, man. Somebody's got to, hey, if you're watching this podcast, please do a Broncos edit where John Elway is the logo.
Yes.
And send it to us.
So it's so much better now. We did a whole strategic upgrade to the channel and couldn't be more excited with how it turned out.
But that was phase 1, the icon. Phase 2 was the channel name, which we did the same strategy with the Mr. Beast video where we snuck in his warehouse. What are you doing over there?
My phone, sorry.
So we knew that video was going to do pretty well. And for the exact same reasoning, we're like, if someone sees this on trending, we want them to see JSTU, not MoreJSTU.
And it worked. So it was awesome. If we didn't have JSTU at all, the name, and we were starting from scratch and had to make a new channel name, what would you want to call the channel? Something to think about.
Marvin's.
And then there's the donut. It's back.
Wait, people also wonder what the channel name even means.
Yeah. I mean, again, me and Andrew, when we first started YouTube, it was all for fun. 0% were making videos in order to make a living out of it. So he made his channel. I made my channel. And obviously, my name's Justin Stewart. So I called the original channel JSTU Studios just because it sounded unique, JSTU Studios. And then that channel blew up. And obviously, it doesn't mean my name now, but that's what it originally was intended for. And we didn't change the channel back then. So that's why I was like, if we didn't have JSTU, what would we be calling ourselves? I don't know if I have an answer.
Well, yeah. I'd have to think about it for a while.
I always lean towards unique names, like the Thunder League.
Thunder League?
Yeah. See,
is this like a gaming organization?
It's a lot harder to come up with a name that's going to last generations. It's just hard. I mean,
who has the best channel name, you think?
Who has the best channel name? Dude Perfect's kind of cool.
Dude Perfect.
Dude Perfect.
I'm going to delete the obvious Mr. Beast.
You like that?
I'm saying that's like kind of an obvious answer. Like, oh, it's a great channel name.
Because he's got a cool logo.
Yeah.
It's not his face, which is also interesting.
Right. Dope or Nope is a cool channel name just because they just review products and rate it dope or nope. You just get it.
Yeah. I think what makes channel names cooler is the graphics they use. I don't know if we'd ever change our channel name to just our names. Justin and Andrew videos.com. It has to be I feel like with all the content we do, it would be like something adventurous or like
Survival Buddies.
Oh no. Survival Buddies. Yeah, we'll think about that, and if we have any updates on the next podcast, we'll tell you guys.
Or you can leave a comment too and help us out.
Ooh, if you have any ideas for if you had the choice to change our name, what would you change it to?
Yeah, you were the new CEO in charge. You just came into town, and your first order of business is to change the channel name.
You and I have come across something called JSTU Wiki, and we have to talk about this.
Yes, the JSTU.
I know whoever's running JSTU Wiki is listening to this podcast, which I want to know who it is.
Yeah, definitely are listening to the podcast.
They are so on top of this Wikipedia page that it's like, wow, they are phenomenal researchers. So we're just going to talk about it because I don't know when I first came across this, but literally there's a JSTU Wiki fandom page where all our information's on there. Like in regards to who's on our team, what they do.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, it's great. So
I love it.
Start at the top. We've got JSTU here. You guys can't see that.
You could probably see it on screen.
Drew could probably insert it just right here in the middle.
Check it out.
Anyway, it says profile JSTU style vlogs, date joined, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, videos 1.6K plus, schedule weekly videos, and status active.
But some of the information on the pages, on the details here are incorrect.
Incorrect?
Some.
Really? We got to go over that. Okay, so it has creator awards on here. We got our silver play button in 2014, and then the gold play button in 2016. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
All right, so what's incorrect here?
Let me find it. Oh, Samuel. Samuel is this is what whoever made this page wrote about Samuel, who helps build everything on our channel. Samuel is the only known person on the team to technically not have an assigned role. He is commonly seen in videos building, and is referred to as the ultimate constructioneer. So I say that's incorrect. He does have an assigned role. And fun fact, he was the second person we have ever hired. So the first person we hired, right? Wasn't it? It was Rick first and then Samuel.
Oh, you're forgetting a couple people in between there.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay, never mind. The longest person on the team who's been on the team the longest.
Okay,
That's what I got mixed up.
Okay.
Because it was Samuel second, Rick first. But anyways, he does have an assigned role.
Uh-huh.
He is the head of production. So if you want to update the wiki there.
Head of production. Okay.
He builds everything. Anything build, he does.
But he does more than that as well. Samuel is a very valuable customer.
That's right.
He handles a lot of interviews. So he'll do interviews, I don't know, talk with the regional building departments and permits and
The more back-end details.
kind of back-end details. It's a lot of fun.
So there you go. You could update that. We also just hired Jackson. So if you want to update that as well, Jackson is Samuel's assistant. So he is also in production building things now.
I gotta see Blake's.
I know.
Oh.
They already got that former. They already put that, like, Blake and Caleb have left.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I'm just reading the other nicknames under his profile. It just says no boundaries Blake.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Whoever this is like really watches our videos.
His notable work is Hide and Seek League.
Wow.
He was seen in the video Secret Gaming Room inside a piano for 2 shots. Oh, wait. It says it is unknown if he is still a part of the team.
Blake?
Yeah.
No, we announced it, I thought. It says former.
No, yeah, but then later it says Blake was officially announced to be a part of the team.
Oh, they didn't update that.
Oh, no. Wait. No, down here it has on episode 33 revealed that Blake had left the team.
Yeah.
Okay, gosh. And it says on the podcast. That's why we're saying whoever runs this is listening to the podcast.
That's right. I mean, they have pages for all the things. They have a page for our content house. They have a page for
I haven't seen that.
songs. They have, like, the content house. They have Bunker Fine Eatery.
What does that mean?
See, exactly.
Wait, that's the underground bunker?
That's right. They even have the logo there.
Stop. How come I haven't?
They have 3 chefs: Hyper, Justin, and Andrew. And that's how detailed this is.
But
seating capacity 4.
What? I don't see that on mine.
Dude, they got a whole description. I got to just check this out, man. This is hilarious.
Dude, what the?
It is assumed that the rating for this restaurant is 3.6 stars. 5 stars from both Rick and Aaron, but a 1 star from Samuel. Guys, oh man. If you're watching this, whoever you are, continue to update the wiki because we're checking it out. I mean, and if you guys want to go comment on it, I think you can. I think there's a discussion forum.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's hilarious. So there's other information that's incorrect, but it's fine. I'll just let it be.
Yeah, but I'm a little disappointed because it's like my personal profile on this, I feel like has less information than like Blake and Caleb and
yes.
Basically the only thing it has is before YouTube, he worked a summer job as a janitor at a summer school. And after summer ended though, as Andrew quotes, he was no longer needed for summer school. That's like the biggest like paragraph of my whole profile.
That's you before YouTube was that.
That's the only thing?
Yeah. And I love it too because they got references here. It says the top contributors there's 2 like symbols, but I can't see who it is. So I love the pictures you chose, like that random picture of me holding coffee. Rick Douglas. Dude, this is great. So anyways, just thought we'd talk about that for a second, but good job, whoever's running that. But I think, just going back to change, there's always going to be change, no matter what. Even if you think about like going from being a toddler to a teen to an adult and then to even a senior citizen, each one of those seasons has change in them. So like we've gone through many different changes, and some of you have stuck around for all of them, actually, which is really cool. It's really fun meeting some of you guys in public and you're like, you were part of my childhood. Like I was watching you since I was like 8, which is insane to think about. You've been watching us for such a long time and you're still watching us. So I just think you guys are awesome. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for the support. Andrew, what's the hardest change that you think we've went through on the channel? I mean, we went through a lot of different changes, going from pranks to vlog, daily vlogs. Like, has there been any point where you're like, man, this was kind of either a nerve-wracking change or just difficult in general? Anything off the top of your mind?
Yeah, I don't think changing of content has ever been like that difficult, because just creating content in general is like a lot of fun. I would say the hardest part has been going from like just us making YouTube videos to like an actual business.
Yeah.
And that's not just like is like a one-time thing, but it's always just sort of like adding on top of like, oh, now you gotta do this, now you gotta do that, now you gotta do this. Mm-hmm. And so that has been, in my opinion, the most difficult change. And it's not like bad, it's just difficult.
Yeah, having more responsibilities is obviously difficult. Dealing with taxes is difficult. Gosh, it was so much easier just like working when I was one of my first jobs working in the restaurant industry. You just give them your tax information and taxes are already taken out. You already have to deal with everything and you're good. Now it's a whole lot different and it's a whole lot more work. So that type of stuff is difficult. But I think a lot of maybe difficult things that we've gone through when it comes to like change is like when something doesn't perform good. Like we'll try something new and it just falls flat or it fails. It's kind of like always difficult to deal with. Our candy fell off the wall over there. You probably didn't hear it, but we reacted. Something fell over there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
dealing with failure.
Yes, dealing with failure.
Ouch.
I remember.
Oh,
go ahead.
I thought you were going to segue into kind of like the set we're in.
No, but you should go into that.
Oh, all right. Well,
perfect.
We built this whole Minecraft world here in real life. Actually, we had basically just this area, this wooden house and this stone over here and this grass. That was like what we started with. And we're like, oh, you know what? We should make this video like so much even better. We should order double the amount of bricks. We should have a whole cave. We should make lava. We should do all this. Because we just thought this like idea and concept was like so much fun. And we had this huge banner printed and all this stuff for this Minecraft. The concept was surviving 100 days in 4D Minecraft. And the 4D being all this like stuff you can touch. We had like real chickens, just that 4D vibe.
Lots of money and time.
Yeah, lots of money and time.
We just uploaded that on Saturday and took it down within an hour or two. Not because of it was doing bad, like that you guys weren't enjoying it.
That's the thing. Like everybody on the team loved how the video turned out. Like it's actually like a really good video, which we're going to upload it on JSTU Studios. So you will be able to watch it. Yeah. But I don't know. The main problem was we had a DraftKings ad in the video, and DraftKings has like almost two different like businesses. There's like the fantasy football side of stuff. And then they also have like the sports betting side of stuff. And when they reached out, I assumed it was for fantasy football. We didn't get any talking points until like a little bit later, but it turns out it was for the sports betting, which was, it is what it is. And we're like, hey, you know what? That's fine. And we actually were planning on doing this integration in a different video, and it didn't work out. So we just pushed it to this video. We're like, okay, we'll just have to do it in the next video, which happened to be this Minecraft video. So we did the whole integration. And I think this is our best theory, because obviously you never know 100% what's going on with YouTube. But our best theory is that YouTube saw it as us like promoting gambling to kids, which definitely is not like our intent.
And immediately, for whatever reason, the algorithm just stopped sending it out. It stopped getting views, and it could have been on the path to getting demonetized. which isn't good for our channel. So we're like, crap. Got to take it down. And it's just, when that happens, it's always annoying because we're like, we have high hopes. This video is going to do super well. It's super unique. And then that happens, and we're like, well, we have to adjust accordingly and make changes.
Yeah. I also think people, and you guys will have to let us know in the comments, but I feel like people are kind of over VR content. Like people don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this is us experimenting and learning the hard way, but that's just a part of it.
You probably won't see any more VR videos from us.
Yeah. Don't get too sad. But speaking of difficulties involving brand deals, because like you guys know, as YouTubers, we do promotions for companies because they'll pay us, and one of our first ever brand deals tanked so hard that we had to remove it. And I think, was that our first one? ID Gum?
Mm-hmm.
Our first ever brand deal. I think they paid us like $1,200. Yeah. And the video got more dislikes than likes. And this, like, try and put yourself in our shoes. We're getting our first brand deal for a big company, a gum company. We make the video, and half the people who watch it hit the dislike button.
Over half is what you're saying, right?
Yes. And we're like, oh my, like those moments, those emotions of like, we're going to lose all our fans. Like, this is the end of our YouTube channel. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Have we ever talked about this on the podcast? Because
I can't remember. I don't think so.
That brand deal was so hard to even produce because we basically, they wanted us to do a prank where we told people we were asking them for their ID, meaning their ID gum.
Oh man, it's so bad.
But like we tried to go out and film this prank and we couldn't get like any great reactions.
Well, we got some good like people getting upset reactions.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of good, but
yeah, but the brand didn't want that. They're like, oh, if you could have people say this specific line after you say that, we're like, how are we going to get people to say this line just randomly? But anyway, with all that being said, we did, I think like most of that video was like just our friends and we told them what lines to say. And that's probably why people could see that it was odd.
It was staged. Like, and watching it back, it's like so staged. It's like cringy.
Oh, it's like, cringy staged.
I'm like, let me see your ID. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, ID gum. He's like, oh, and he tries it. He's like, man, this is pretty good. What is it? It's totally like some fake commercial. It was, oh man.
It was so bad. But it's like, again, that wasn't what we were trying to do, is working with this brand who kept telling us like, no, you have to do it this way. We need this reaction. We need this line. I'm like, you can't get this in a real life scenario. So yeah.
We had to change a lot. I mean, we learned a lot from that. So we've done a bunch of different brand deals, and hopefully they don't ever come to that point of cringe.
No.
Because that was unbearable.
Definitely not. Oh, man.
Yeah, so my goodness.
But that's a good point. I mean, obviously our business has like a few different revenue streams. So we've got the way our videos make money with the ads. We have brand deals. We have merch. We have Spotify streams, which if you're listening on Spotify, give us a good review.
Yeah, that actually helps. Not only with podcasts, we have music that we're doing. Even in the same vein of change in personal life, I've gone through a lot of change. I remember at one point trying the diet vegan. What is it called? Is it just
the way you worded it?
I know
the way you worded that was so strange.
Yeah, I went vegan for like 2 weeks, and it was awful. But I tried it out, and man, I don't know why I did that. But change is inevitable. That's my point. Like, you try things out, and for some reason, it's a little more difficult for people who are in the public eye because everyone gets to see that change. Even on YouTube, sometimes it's nerve-wracking for YouTubers to make change because one change could change everyone's perspective on you and ruin a career even. And it's just like, yo, I'm just trying things out over here. I'm trying to figure life out. And so for you guys who have been following us for years, thanks for going through all the changes with us.
You're welcome.
Yeah, man. Okay, I have a comment to read. All right? We've been reading comments on the last podcasts that you guys leave because we like to address some of the comments. And so we have a long comment that I want to address.
Okay,
Because I want to break it down. There's a lot of good stuff in here. So if you guys remember, in a previous podcast, someone left a comment saying that we are letting C-list fame get to our head, and that me particularly am
need to stop.
I need to stop being so Hollywood or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Something along those lines. So we addressed that comment, and then this person is now addressing our response to that. So let me read. This is from Otterloop B. This is just my opinion. Piggybacking on the guy who accused you of being all Hollywood and C-listers, I think their comment is coming from a place not necessarily trying to be mean. Rather, they're just concerned. Some of us have been watching you guys for a long time. Appreciate you guys. And watching you guys grow has been a big part of the fun. However, many of us don't want you to become a mimic channel trying to emulate Mr. Beast. We also don't want your videos to become overproduced and so fixated on flash and cost that the heart is gone.
You guys want to know how much money we spent on the Minecraft set?
No. Oh. And I think that's where the heart of this person's concern lies. They don't want your videos to lose the heart of what made them so special. Dropping major cash on a video doesn't make it special. Traveling to exotic locations doesn't make a video special.
Dang it.
It's you guys that make the video special.
Heck yeah.
And while we want you guys to grow, we don't want to see the videos become so aggrandized. What does that mean? Do you know what that means?
I don't know what word you're saying.
Aggrandized.
All right, Isaac's on it.
Isaac's looking it up. We don't want the videos to become so aggrandized that it no longer feels like JSTU, where the heart gets lost in the pursuit of bigger, brighter, and flashier. What does that mean, Isaac?
Increase the power, status, or wealth of.
Increase the power, status, or wealth of. Okay. I think, in my opinion, that is what that person was trying to convey. I think that would help. I think what would help is if you guys tried for a more equal balance. Keep doing what you're doing with JSTU, but on JSTU Studios, use it to celebrate the other types of content. Forts, pranks, dares, budget challenges, hide and seek, new ideas, and just general nautical nonsense and being ridiculous. Don't treat JSTU Studios like some backwater content channel.
Yeah.
Put as much heart and laughs into it as you can. Make it as strong and fun as JSTU. We're almost done. And keep your audience guessing, Andrew.
What?
Maybe 1 week, upload 3 videos. Then the next week, 2. Then maybe just 1. Then 2. Then 1. Then maybe hit him in the face with a whopping 4 uploads. That would really keep things fun, fresh, and engaging. So anyways.
That would really destroy our editors, huh?
Those are just my thoughts. I have no idea if you'll even see them, but God bless you guys regardless. Okay.
Well, we saw it.
Okay, what are your initial thoughts? We have a lot to break down here. What do you think of the comment? Huh?
Well, based on my reaction, he'd had me going like, "Oh, this is a great point," and then
yeah,
the one point I dislike the most.
Yes,
and I see this from other people a lot too. This is my personal opinion. We're not trying to make videos like Mr. Beast. Okay, he is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game show. Like, we're not trying to do that.
Yes.
Stop saying that. Just because somebody wants to build a set doesn't mean they're trying to be Mr. Beast.
Yes.
Just because they're trying to stay overnight at a cool place doesn't make him Mr. Beast. He doesn't even do that.
Okay, yeah, and that's to that, I agree. Dropping major cash on a video doesn't make it special, or traveling to an exotic location doesn't make the video special. It's you guys that make the video special. So my pushback to that is, why doesn't a exotic location make a video special? We traveled to an epic, dangerous hotel in the middle of the ocean. So cool. We were still being ourselves during that whole shoot. Just because we traveled there, it doesn't mean like all of a sudden who we are just disappears and stays on the mainland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. The mainland.
And guess what?
What?
To that point, like I know that you
How did that video do?
I was going to say that video has now about 20 million views. And I know you're saying that you're not speaking on behalf of everybody, and maybe some of you agree with this person, but this is just a part of the channel of us trying new things and doing things and trying to continue to stay true to who we are, but also do really cool things that we enjoy at the same time. So traveling there was so fun. I was myself the whole time. And
yeah, why can't we be ourselves at different spots?
yeah,
You get kind of bored when you're just at your house all day.
yeah. And the point of us, our job is to get the most views, because the more views we get, the better our business does. And with that video doing 20 million views, it's like, wow, we see that and be like, wow, people like that video.
Can you imagine if we never did the overnight in Walmart video?
Right.
Like that's what like propelled our channel into the 1 million subscriber mark.
Yes.
Like that's like a crazy idea.
Yeah, but
in a location called Walmart.
But to this comment's point, why didn't we should have just stayed doing pranks only and never changed and tried something new and like went out of our way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, in my opinion, I understand this type of thought that like you don't want us to lose who we are, but I would just say we aren't, because I have never changed. I'm never trying to pretend, and same for Andrew. We're never trying to pretend to be anybody we're not. But as a part of our business and how it works, we have to constantly innovate, just like any other company in the world. If Apple didn't try and innovate and create something new for an audience, they would have their company would have bombed.
Like a phone?
Yeah, like look at this.
What if they only made computers?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we have to do. And if I can't imagine, like to what Andrew just said, like I can't imagine if we were still doing forts. We wouldn't be here right now. I feel like if we were just still doing forts, only forts.
And if you wanted to see our personalities die, that's how you do it. You do the same thing for 10 years over and over and over.
And we have seen some channels that do that, and their channels have completely fallen off. And then when it falls off, it's not a business anymore. You can't sustain your company and everything like that. And then also to the JSTU Studios, Andrew mentioned it when I was reading it, but we can't just upload a ton of videos because that would just destroy the editors.
Yeah.
Like if you upload 4
It's like, I don't know. Not even to this person's comment, but just in general, there's a separation between people who watch content and people who make content. The people who watch content have no idea what it takes to actually make like content.
Yeah.
Like there's like so many like other pieces and things that go into it.
No, really. Like even sometimes it's difficult for us to get one video out a week because depending on how much production goes into it, how long it takes to edit it, whatever it may be. And maybe we'll have some of the editors, all the editors come on and talk about just what it's like.
We'll have an editor special.
Uh-huh.
Someone's here.
I see Drew over there.
Oh.
He's listening in.
Anyway, because I know even just while we're on the topic here, because some people have noticed that like we used to upload every single day for like doing daily vlogs. And then we started doing like 3 days a week. And people are like, oh, well, Rick was able to edit all those videos 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's the problem?
It just goes back to people don't understand. So hopefully with us kind of like addressing this type of comment can help give you guys better perspective on understanding where we are coming from. Because sometimes we can get frustrated when we see those type of comments because we're like, you guys just some of you don't understand what we go through behind the scenes as a business and what the people on our team have to do. Because if we just bombarded them, like we want to upload 3 times a week on all our channels, you need to pump out the edits, never go home. It's just like unattainable. And like maybe my last point to like some of the maybe quote unquote flashier things we do, like the overnights in really exotic locations. these sort of videos have helped propel our channel to a different threshold that we have now been able to bring jobs to 8 people, which is like, if we were again stuck in the fort phase, it might have just been Andrew and I for the rest of our lives. We wouldn't have been able to hire anybody and help provide income for people. And so it's like, I think what we've been doing has been awesome. So I'm like, I don't understand the whole dilemma that people have with flashier.
The flashier vids. And anytime that we talk about how much a video costs, it's not because we're trying to flex, like, oh, we made so much money, but it's just, we're just trying to be insightful for you guys. Like, you could probably take a guess of how much this Minecraft set cost.
You're not even seeing part of it. Like,
And that-
it's way over here, it's way over there, and over there.
And it's, again, it's not to flex, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just interesting topics of like, how much did this cost? How much did that one tree cost?
I think that one tree costs like $80, right?
Each one of these blocks is $80.
Oh, so the tree is only 110.
So, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's fun to talk about, but
Yeah.
it's never, for you guys, it's never coming across from us.
Yeah.
That we're trying to be like, man, we've got it made where we can
Definitely.
spend this much money on Minecraft blocks.
Look at us, we're wearing Gucci now. I mean, all that stuff. It's just no hate toward any of you guys who ever have any questions or even concerns. We just are giving you our perspective on things that maybe you don't get to hear a lot from YouTubers because we don't really get to address it. Mostly YouTubers just keep it behind the scenes and just,
I think a lot of YouTubers don't even read the comments. It's just an easy way to just be like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with it. But it's hard for me not to because I love hearing you guys' input and especially just video to video. I love reading the comments and just seeing like, what did you guys think of like this particular video? Were you feeling it? Were you kind of like, it was kind of mid?
Yeah.
Like, that's fine if you want to leave those type of comments too, because it's nice to hear. But if you really enjoy a video, I love seeing that too.
Yeah. But without people fully understanding the business, it's easy for anyone to just leave their comments and stuff online and be like, oh, well, why are you guys doing this? Why aren't you doing this anymore? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, you don't understand. So, what?
I was just going to say, speaking of comments, I had one more thing. There was some controversy in our Squid Game video.
Oh,
Did you know that?
maybe I don't. I think I do, but
There's a lot of people, controversy, who think Ruby, she was the girl that won, shouldn't have won the video. For
Whoa.
2 different reasons.
Why?
Okay, so the first one was the finale of Don't Break the Ice. And we actually had a team discussion about this exact scenario. So there's a moment in the video where Ruby hits a block and it looks like that block falls and then she's about to pass it off, but then realizes that the block that fell wasn't the block she was hitting, but you can't really see it on camera. So she goes back to hit and finalize her block because we made a rule there while we were filming that once you start hitting a block, you have to hit that one until it falls out. Other blocks can fall, but you have to finish hitting out your block.
Yeah.
So a lot of people saw that. Even people on our team, they're like, I think it was Matt and Rick were like, oh yeah, I think she cheated. But Drew was the one who was like, If you look at the footage, you can even play it in slow. Like you can see that it was a different block that fell. And then she like realized that she had to play by the rules and finish hitting out her block. So I saw a lot of comments talking about that.
So everything's still legit, guys.
So that was one. The second one was red light, green light. When she crossed the finish line, there's a lot of comments saying that you said red light and she got like maybe 2 or 3 extra steps to cross the finish line.
Well,
So they think she should have been out from the get-go.
Well, again, that's just how the cookie crumbles with that. We called out the people who were very specific that we saw and the guards. We told the guards if they see anybody to let us know.
Right. And we kind of did it in a way where it was like, you saw the first couple people in that video where we said red light. It was like almost everyone kind of just froze. You kind of had like a step or two or like a couple seconds to get your spot. But there were people who like did that and then just fell over. So it's like, obviously those are the people that are going to be out.
Yeah. We weren't as like stickler as Mr. Beast and his Squid Game video.
Right. We were definitely more lenient.
Yeah.
So it was all legit, guys.
But hopefully you guys still think we're the same. I mean, I've known Andrew for like 15 years. He's been the same since the beginning. And so We are who we are, and we're not changing just because we get more subscribers or views. Simple as that. But that's it. That's all I have for that comment or anything else in general. Did you have anything else?
Nope, that's it. But you see my notes here. It won't load anymore.
Why?
It just disappeared.
What happened?
I don't know. So there might have been more, but we'll never know. But what I was going to say is next episode, I think we're going to have a full Meet the Team podcast episode. So that'll be fun. We'll have each person individually come on maybe for like a couple minutes, and then we'll just kind of rotate them out just so there's a full, you guys can see who's here now.
And the JSTU Wiki could have a real good breakdown.
Oh man, that page is going to be full.
So anyways, guys, thanks so much for supporting us on all our platforms that we upload on. It's super fun chatting with you here. But until next time, have a good day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.